everyone, and welcome to my channel, Rayne Yoga. I'm Rayne, and this is your new moon reading for Pisces, new moon in Pisces. And just to really touch on Pisces really quickly, Pisces energy is, first of all, beautiful because it's very fluid, water sign energy, but it's also that balance of the yin and the yang. If you look at the fish symbol, they're swimming in two separate directions, like that light and the dark, the yin and the yang, and honoring both sides of the process and knowing that no matter which way you choose is the right way. You might be navigating there in a different path, but you'll still end up where you are supposed to be, where you're supposed to be going. And that's that fluid, go with the flow energy of the fish, of this Pisces energy. So right now, if you're going through this very light and dark energy, or maybe you feel like you're in the dark, it's supposed to really help you see and respect that side, and that you have to have the balance of the two. Personal example, right now I am injured. I have torn something all along the back rib area of my left side, and I am recognizing that that is a way of honoring the light and the dark in what I do, and practicing yoga and being a fitness instructor, and that yes, there's the light of always feeling fulfilled and doing my purpose and affecting people and changing their lives. But then there's the darkness of not treating my body as I should, to not taking enough times for rest. I had a whole series there for a while that I taught every day of the week for several months. And no matter how I felt, if I had a day that I felt a little bit off, like just not well, I would push through no matter what I chose to push through, no matter how I was feeling, no matter how sore I was, how tired I was. It didn't matter. I was showing up, and I wasn't missing a single class. I was being there for my people. And now it's kind of, the universe has forced me to completely stay still. Like, even sitting here right now, it's just a constant dull pain that won't go away. And I hated it. Yesterday was much worse than the day I'm filming this, and I would just sit on the couch and cry because I don't handle being still well at all. I'm a very angry, sick person, but this is like a physical, it's just really sucky for me. And to really find the pain is only going to bring me back to the light. It's only being in the darkness only brings to light. And then it's just allowing whatever you're going through, whether it's physical or emotional, to understand that it's temporary. What I feel right now is temporary, and it'll heal. And whatever you're going through is temporary, and it will heal. And that's just the way of life, the ebbs and flows, the ups and the downs, the yin and the yang. It is a beautiful process, and you got to honor all of it, no matter what. So, with that note of the energy of this new moon and where we're at, oh yeah, we're going to go ahead and set our intention, and you can just close your eyes. I'm going to clear the space with these beautiful bells I got, chimes. So let's all just take a deep breath together. Take another deep breath. And one last one. Within this moment of silence, go ahead and pull up a question for yourself, or maybe just some guidance that you would like to receive today, knowing that whichever oracle card deck you pick is the message you need to hear, and to trust that process, even if it's unclear or you're not sure how. there's something in it for you. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, or maybe it happened a long time ago. Just coming in with a clear mind and an open heart to receive and to listen. And I'm going to show you guys 3 oracle card decks, and whichever one speaks to you first is the one you're choosing from your heart. So we have the Rose Oracle deck, the Ocean Dreams, really embodying that water energy, and the Starseed Oracle deck. And with your hands on your heart, whatever one's lingering in your mind right now, that is your deck, holding dear to whatever emotions, questions, feelings you're having. You can go ahead and fast forward to your message now. All right, Rose Oracle deck people, so grateful, so happy to have you here. Let's dive right in and see what Spirit has for you. All right, so we have the Thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication. And it's a very pretty card. Hopefully you guys can see that. The Thorn. Let's see what she has to tell us. The rose is the queen of all flowers. Her soft and often fragrant bloom takes our breath away from near and far. A bridge between heaven and earth. She has the capacity to act as a portal to our true selves and call our soul more fully into our body. She leaves us in awe, allowing us to experience heaven on earth for a very precious moment. But the rose is not all gentle and soft. In fact, most roses are armored with spiny thorns and pickles of various shapes and sizes. Prickles, not pickles. These sharp protectors act like knives, defending their queen, clearly setting the necessary boundary and conditions for her to do what she was born to do. We too are like the rose. So often we don't get taught how important clear communication and loving boundaries are in our relationships. When we're not clear on our needs, we don't communicate them, when we don't take responsibility for them, it's impossible for others to give us what we need. This often results in a breakdown of the relationship. Communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows us to feel safe, but not just, Communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we're in relationship with to feel safe too. This card delivers the message of the importance of clear communication, boundaries, and taking responsibility for our needs. To be clear with others, we must first be clear with ourselves, and when communicating this to our loved ones in the world. Okay, so we have a journal prompt. What loving boundaries are you being called to establish? What loving boundaries are you being called to establish? And how are you being called to communicate clearly to those you're in relationship with? How are you being called to communicate clearly to those you're in relationship with? All right, so very clear message here. Set boundaries. Speak your truth. Protect yourself. Because your energy is precious, and we at times give so much or give in to people pleasing that we're not taking the actual truth in the matter. We're not considering ourselves. We're just considering everyone else and not us. And it's really important to not fake it, to say, oh, I can do that, or I can make it, or I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll do that for you, when inside you're like, I really don't want to do this. That just leads to having resentment, guilt, shame, all those things later down the road. So setting boundaries now. Very pretty message. I hope, that really hit somebody that needed to hear it. And if it didn't, remember, take what does, leave the rest behind. I am grateful to have you here, sending you so much love, so much light. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. All right, welcome, Ocean Dreams Oracle deck people. Very happy to have you here. Hold your question near and dear. And let's see what message Spirit has for us. All right, so we have Heart Liberations. Very pretty. Love that. Let's see. All right. Sorry, guys, I just moved wrong and that did not feel good. Okay. Celebrating you, inner blessings, grounding devotion, gratitude. I am anchoring into my heart. I celebrate myself each and every day. It's your mantra. I am anchoring into my heart. I celebrate myself each and every day. A liberation is commonly known as a ritual. Heart libations. I'm sorry. Heart libations. A libation is commonly known as a ritual pouring of liquid that is used in ceremony. It can also be shared at any time to honor someone you love, or used in reference to your spirit. This card comes as a sweet and tender offering and a gentle reminder to appreciate yourself each and every day. The sacred waters of abundance and joy are now being blessed at the altar of your heart. The libation is an act of love for all that you have worked for and all that you do. It sees you as an expression of the divine and is here to remind you of your sacred birthright as a child of this universe. Allow yourself to revel. Man, my words. Allow yourself to revel in the beauty of your uniqueness and the chapters of your life story. If you are eager to reach a new milestone, first take a moment to drink in just how far you have come. Rejoice, because you are truly amazing. Don't forget to celebrate the liminal moments, as life is no easy task. Make a toast to your blessings and the strength and courage that has guided you thus far. This card encourages you to celebrate the wins so that you may fully embody your magnificence. When we are able to experience gratitude, it allows us to be more open and receptive to abundance. We also become more grounded, which allows us to receive new insights from a higher place of spiritual wisdom. When we learn to align with the sacred beauty of life, we can refine our focus and put our steps into perspective. As we witness the miracles around us, our path becomes filled with sweet synchronicities. Take a moment to give thanks somehow each day and bless yourself for all that you do. No act of inner devotion or gratitude is ever too small. Use this card as a sign that it is time to celebrate life and that you're always able to attract new wonder, delight, and joy. And your question is, what can I do to celebrate myself today and feel into gratitude? What can I do to celebrate myself today and feel into gratitude? So a really beautiful card, and I know I butchered the words in the very beginning, but it is about water, the sacred water, doing ceremony with water, and that have that like blessing of the flow of abundance, the flow of gratitude. Because when we flow in this constant state of I have enough and I am enough right now, it opens you up to receive even more and even more. So really taking this moment, if you've been not taking time to appreciate what you already have, this is your time to do that and to really drink in the present so you can pull in the future and feel and celebrate all you've done. Because you are enough, you've done enough, you've always been enough. and we always tend to fall into this place of lack or believing that we aren't enough or we aren't doing enough, and that's not truth. The truth is you are. You always have been. You just have to celebrate and be happy with yourself, so you can move forward and attract even more. So, wonderful message for this new moon. I hope that resonates with you in some way. If it did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm very grateful to have you here. Sending you so much love, so much light. Namaste. All right, welcome Starseed Oracle Deck people. Very happy and grateful to have you here. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so we have the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. Very pretty card, I love that. The Cosmic Heart. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you have felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your card to take a moment and reconnect to the truth of at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what makes everyone else, to make your life one big moving prayer. And your journal prompt question is, how can you make your life a moving prayer? How can you make your life a moving prayer? So really beautiful message. Sweet waters of your soul, moving into yourself. This is a new moon, water the seeds of what you're trying to create in your heart, not getting lost in everything else. And if you're feeling really off kilter and like out of it, what can you do? What practices can you do to come back to your heart space and really plant those seeds within you and come back to that devotion, to that side of you? Whatever that means, whether it means being alone for a bit, being out in nature, doing some art, movement, something like that will bring you back to your heart space and your creativity, so you can plant seeds and blossom what you want into creation. So wonderful message. Come back to your cosmic heart. And yes, so thank you so much for being here and joining me. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much gratitude. Thank you all, and I'll see you all in my next video.